How many times have you felt the weight of uncertainty in your chest, not getting answers? As if something inside you was screaming, asking to be heard, but the world around you remains in perfect silence. You may have wondered why certain people come into your life so powerfully, and then leave a void that seems impossible to fill. You may have even pondered if there is a hidden purpose in the challenges you face, as if you were living an unfinished story, not understanding the final resolution. It seems that the more you seek answers, the more questions arise. And this uncertainty, this feeling of being lost in the midst of confusing sensations and emotions, has surely kept you awake at night. You may be tired of trying to interpret signs, to understand why life continues to play by making serpentine paths. That weariness, that endless uncertainty, is evidence that your soul craves the truth, something that could illuminate your path, something that would make you feel that you are not alone, that all this has a purpose. What if there is a ready answer for you right now? A truth that could bring the clarity you have always sought and that could finally put all the pieces together? I know there is a strength within you that wants to know this answer. And now, imagine that this truth is here, within your reach, just waiting for you to be ready to receive it. This is your moment. Click now and sign up to be part of this opportunity to turn this quest into understanding, this uncertainty into peace. Do not hesitate, do not leave it for later, because what you will find may be the missing piece to fill the void and answer all your questions. Sign up now, let clarity enter your life, and start the journey back to yourself. The next step is yours. A deep and revealing message arrives to you, sent by angels straight from the divine heart. It is a message that promises to change the way you see your life, your choices, and even the people around you. Angels, observing every step you take, want to tell you something essential, something directly from God. They whisper into your heart, asking you to prepare to face the truth, which only you can fully understand. Sometimes the universe operates in silent ways, bringing people and situations into our path, and it is not always easy to interpret the purpose of these connections. Why do certain people come into our lives and leave a mark that seems impossible to erase? Why do some relationships challenge us so much? In your heart, there is already a part of this answer, an almost mysterious feeling that whispers sometimes in the silence that there is a deeper meaning behind it. Angels want you to understand that God is with you in every moment, guiding and orchestrating situations that may seem chaotic or meaningless. The truth, however, is that nothing happens by chance. Every emotion, every doubt, every moment of peace or storm is part of a greater picture, something so precisely designed that only God can truly understand it in its entirety. What you are about to discover today is part of this plan, a revelation that promises to shake your certainties, but also gives you the peace you have long been seeking. Angels want you to know one thing first, that this person, that someone who in some way fills an important space in your heart, is not in your life by chance. You may have often wondered why this presence, this affection, or this tension feels endless. Well, angels are ready to reveal. This person is essential to bring something along on your journey, something that God Himself has placed in your path to teach you. God, infinitely wise, knows every need of your soul. He knows your deepest pains, fears, and also your yearnings. That is why He often allows us to enter into relationships that challenge our worldview, that force us to see life from new perspectives. This person is one of these divine tools. They are touching parts of your soul that may still be asleep, or revealing shadows you have been avoiding facing. Angels say that this relationship, however complex it may seem, is actually an opportunity for spiritual growth and deep healing. This person carries something within them that resonates with your energy, something that makes you reveal your true self. It is a connection that cannot be ignored, and precisely because even in moments of doubt you feel the power that keeps them close to you, an energy that connects you in a way that transcends human understanding. Angels ask you to trust. Trust the process, trust the pain, and above all, trust love. This love, which may not be easily understood, is part of what you are learning in this life. God wants you to understand that nothing is a coincidence, and this intense feeling is a way to prepare your soul for something greater. Often the answers are not spoken in words, but in gestures, looks, and above all in deep feelings that we cannot explain. This someone you think of so much also feels this connection, even if they have never said anything. Angels reveal that this person carries restlessness within them, a desire to understand what is so powerful between you. Although circumstances may be complex, or perhaps this person struggles to express their feelings, the truth is that there is a divine call drawing them towards you, a call that no obstacle can stop. It is important for you to know, the path may seem confusing, but angels are by your side, illuminating every step. God, who knows every thought, is preparing something greater, something that wraps this connection meaningfully more intensely than you can imagine. Angels say it is time to open your heart, to accept this experience without fear, for there is something essential that this person needs to bring out in your life. While you long for concrete answers, angels want you to embrace uncertainty. They ask you to trust the process because the purpose of this connection is much greater than an immediate explanation. They reveal that when the right moment comes, the truth will be revealed so clearly that you will understand every tear, every smile, and every doubt you have carried so far. Angels continue to reveal layers of truth that you seek to understand, guiding you toward answers that your heart so desperately craves. In this relationship, there is an energy, something that transcends the ordinary and originates from a divine source. Angels show me that you and this person share a connection that defies time and human limitations, as if your souls had met before, in other lives, bearing marks that cannot be erased. This person, who fills your thoughts and heart, holds the key to a deeper understanding of love, patience, and healing. There are lessons that you can only learn through this encounter, lessons that extend far beyond romantic love or attachment. Angels want you to know that this connection is a test for your soul, a test of endurance, faith, and complete dedication to the purpose God has drawn for you. It is an experience that brings you closer to the core of a divine being and prepares you in some way for unprecedented spiritual growth. Along this journey, you may wonder why it is so difficult to let go of this person or why their presence still feels so strong within you, especially in moments of distance or silence. The angels say that the answer lies in the task you share. Yes, there is a spiritual task involved, something that was assigned to you even before you came here. However, this task reveals itself slowly. It is like a seed that needs time and care to bloom, and it requires openness and commitment from both parties to reach its full potential. The angels show me that this person also feels a strong connection, even if they may not understand it with the same clarity as you do. Perhaps this person has doubts, fears, or even barriers that prevent them from seeing their true feelings. Yet, on a deeper level, where words do not reach, they recognize your significance. There is something in you that stirs feelings in them that were dormant, prompting them to face parts of themselves they have been avoiding. You are a mirror to this person, reflecting not only light but also shadows that they still need to confront. At this point, the angels ask you to wait. They know how difficult waiting is, how your heart longs for quick answers, immediate understanding. But the truth is, for this connection to reach its full potential, both must be ready. Not just you, but also this other person who still needs to journey towards self-awareness and personal healing. It is slow but necessary, for the love that binds you to manifest in its purest and most truthful form. The force of this bond is something that the universe, guided by love, carefully preserves. God did not allow this encounter by chance, but as part of a greater plan connected to the growth of both. Angels reveal that despite all doubts and difficulties, this other person feels an incomprehensible attraction towards you, as if something beyond their reach is calling them closer. They might even try to fight it, to dodge or deny it, but there is something inevitable that always brings them back, even if it's just in thoughts or feelings. The angels ask you to take care of yourself while waiting. This process of surrender does not mean that you should lose or forget who you are. On the contrary, they want you to strengthen, to become more aware of your own worth and inner light. For it is this light that ultimately draws this other person back, when they are ready to receive the love you have to offer. Each stage of personal growth you achieve also resonates within them, as if one's journey is a continuation of the other's journey. The angels whisper that no matter how challenging, you must trust the divine timing. They show that when this person finally understands the depth of their feelings, They will come to you with a sincerity they may not have shown before. According to the angels, this moment is a milestone, a real change, as they are ready to open their heart to love in a way they never did before. They see in you not just a partner but a guide, someone who helped them find themselves amidst uncertainties. Challenges you encounter are not meant to weaken love, but to strengthen it. Every obstacle, every moment of silence or apparent indifference, is an opportunity for both of you to grow and draw closer to the truth. Angels reveal that soon this person will begin to show signs of change. Small actions, gestures, glances, indicating that the process of change has already begun. You will notice this change, like a light breeze before a big storm, and it brings with it a fresh start. In order for all this to happen, the angels ask you to keep faith. They know that the path may be lonely and full of uncertainties, but they also know that you have the necessary strength to endure. This faith combined with patience enables you to achieve the purpose that God has designed for this connection. Do not let doubt separate you from the truth that your heart feels. Deep down, you already know that this love has been sent from something much greater, something only God could dream of. This is a call to receive, accept, and have complete trust in what is to come. Angels are with you every step of the way, in every tear and every smile you give when thinking of that person. They protect and guide you, ensuring that nothing prevents you from fulfilling the purpose intended for you. At the right moment, when both are ready, the path will open up, and the truth, currently hidden, will be fully revealed. Angels continue by your side, clarifying this journey and confirming that you are not alone in this process. Every thought, every sigh, every doubt you have experienced about this person has been heard, acknowledged, and understood by God, who gently guides this path. There is an essential purpose, a profound lesson that you could only experience through this connection. And even if your heart is in turmoil and your feelings fluctuate, the angels ask you to remain strong, for this is a test of faith and true love. It is natural, in the presence of such a powerful connection, to wonder why there are so many obstacles, so many seemingly insurmountable barriers. Perhaps you have asked yourself several times why being with this person is not easy, why they seem to be fighting against this feeling, as if something is preventing them from fully surrendering. The angels reveal that the answer lies in the complexity of the souls that have met. You too carry the stories, energy, and lessons of past lives that needed to be brought to light so that both can evolve. The angels disclose that this person has old wounds, signs that they may not fully understand, but that prevent them from opening their heart without fear. There is a deep fear within them, a fear that surrendering to you would expose parts of themselves they have long tried to hide. And even though you may feel this love clearly and easily, this person still struggles with the shadows that surround them, with insecurities and doubts stemming from experiences that have left their mark. God, in His endless wisdom, has united you for this very reason. Your task extends beyond romance or physical connection. It is a call to heal, liberate, teach each other that love can be the path of redemption and rebirth. This person fundamentally recognizes you as different, representing something they have never encountered before. This both draws them in and scares them, for it means leaving behind what they have always known and sinking into something new, something transformative. Therefore, the angels ask you to be an anchor, a source of stability, for you are the element that provides security for this person to find the courage to open up. They indicate that through small gestures, you can touch their heart and slowly help them see that this love is not a threat but a blessing. This is the moment when you must show more compassion, understanding, and accept that divine timing is perfect, even though it may seem delayed. There is something very important that the angels want you to understand. The changes have already begun. Within this person, a quiet revolution is taking place. Even if they do not talk about it, but wear an outwardly calm or even distant attitude, the angels whisper that there is a flame burning inside them, starting to grow. They feel your presence, your tenderness, and it changes them in a way that they may not even be able to explain. It is as if their defenses are slowly beginning to crumble, and the light you radiate illuminates their darkest parts. At this point, the angels ask you to stay strong. This phase of change may bring moments when this person may seem close one day and distant the next. But it's part of the process, a time when they need to find balance between their emotions and fears. This movement, this swing, is actually their way back to you. And although it may seem confusing, every step is guided by divine love, which aims to unite you in a real and lasting way. In order for this connection to happen fully, the angels ask you to practice surrender. They ask you to let go of expectations and to trust completely in what God is preparing. Remember, everything happening now is preparation for future love. This person is deeply immersed in a process of healing and self-discovery, and in the meantime, you are also called to evolve, work on yourself, strengthen your heart, and illuminate your own essence. The angels reveal that soon this person will experience a moment of clarity, some sort of awakening, where they realize that they can't escape their feelings. This moment will be a turning point, an opportunity to start a new phase where love can flourish without the chains of fear. They will see in you what they have always been searching for, what they have always wanted but never dared to admit. And when this moment comes, the angels ask you to be ready to embrace it with an open heart, free from resentment, expectations, and judgment. For at that time, they will come to you not as someone distant, but as a soul that has finally found its way home. This encounter will be the culmination of all learning and effort that both of you have invested on your journeys. God, who knows our hearts, prepares the perfect situation for this union to happen at the right time. And while you wait, angels continue by your side, guiding, protecting, and preparing your spirit for what is to come. They ask you to hold on to your faith, trust in divine love, because what is planned for you is greater than any obstacle. Angels ask you to write this truth in your soul: I am loved and guided by God, and I fully trust the plan He has made for me. By doing this, you align with the energy of faith, hope, and love, further strengthening your connection with that person, as your love is something that surpasses human understanding. It is a love written in the stars, destined to overcome all trials. As the angels guide me through this message, I feel the power and depth of your connection with that special person. Every word, every revelation brings an intensity that can only come from a divine connection, a bond that transcends time and earthly experiences. The angels are here, by your side, revealing aspects of this journey that you may have never considered. They want you to understand that every step, every obstacle, is part of a divine orchestration, and that soon you will see everything more clearly. There is something essential that the angels want you to know right now. This person feels a mixture of admiration and fear towards you. Admiration because they see in you a light that is hard to find in this world, purity, and authenticity that deeply resonates with their soul. And fear because this light you carry makes them face parts of themselves they would rather avoid. Being close to you, this person is called to be true, to set aside masks, and to face their own heart with courage. At times along this journey, you may have felt that this person was distancing themselves without a clear reason, or that their words and actions were contradictory. The angels reveal that this is because they are going through an inner struggle, torn between the desire and the fear of the meaning of love. They fear the change that you awaken within them, and this fear makes them hesitate, keeping their distance at times, as if trying to shield themselves from the intensity of the power they feel. But the angels ask you to be patient and compassionate, as this person is undergoing a profound process of transformation. And you, more than anyone else, know how challenging it is to face your own shadow. The love you share is a catalyst for both of your spiritual awakenings. It brings forth the best and the worst, illuminates the darkest corners of the soul, and challenges the limiting beliefs you carry. It is a purifying love that liberates and takes you to a new level of understanding of what true love is. The angels show me that ultimately this person desires to come closer, to surrender completely, but emotional barriers prevent this. These barriers have been built over the years, perhaps even in past lives, as defense mechanisms to protect their heart from further pain. They still carry wounds that have not healed, traumas that make them doubt their ability to be loved and to love wholeheartedly. That is why God has placed you in their path, to be the light that illuminates these wounds, to be the love they need to start believing again. This process of healing, however, is not immediate. The angels say it's like a seed planted in his heart that needs time, care, and patience to sprout. You are like the sun that warms this seed, allowing it to bloom, but you must respect the divine schedule for everything to happen at the right pace. They ask you to stay strong, not to falter in moments of doubt or distance, as these are just part of a greater process. The angels show me a scene. They say that soon this person will experience a moment of epiphany, a moment of brightness when they realize they can no longer fight that feeling. They see you with different eyes, as if something in them finally awakens to the truth that has always been there. This is the beginning of a new phase where they start allowing themselves to feel, open up, and walk towards you with more trust. The angels also reveal that you are being prepared for this moment. They ask you to take care of yourself, strengthen your spirit, and be ready to welcome this person with an open heart without judgment. For when they arrive, they bring vulnerabilities, stories you may not yet know, fears they must share. And your task is to be there for them, embracing these vulnerabilities with the same compassion and love that God has provided you throughout this journey. This connection between you is like an invisible bond that strengthens with each challenge, victory, and moment of expectation. And even though it may seem like you are far apart, the angels assure that their soul feels your presence, feels your love, and it touches them deeply. As if they are always by your side, even when silence seems to prevail. This silence, the angels say, is necessary so that both can hear God's voice, so you can understand that this love is much more than a fleeting feeling. It is a mission, a divine calling. The angels want you to know that everything you have done so far, all the prayers, all the tears, all the loving thoughts you have sent to this person, are seen and respected by God. Nothing has been in vain. Every gesture of love that you have dedicated to this person serves as the foundation for the connection that is to come. God is carefully building this relationship, aligning every detail, so that you can meet at the right moment, ready to receive the love meant for you. And when this moment arrives, time stops. You see in each other more than just a companion, but a soul that chose to love despite all difficulties, a soul that endured challenges and overcame the barriers of fear. This reunion is a celebration of divine love, evidence that with faith and patience, everything is possible. The angels ask you to keep trusting. They remind you that God knows every detail, that He guides every step on this journey. And even if the path seems long, they assure you that every moment is worth it, because the love reserved for you is rare, something that surpasses human understanding. It is that kind of love that transforms, heals, elevates the soul, and brings us closer to the divine being. The message of the angels is clear. Continue your journey with faith. With each step you take, the universe aligns to bring that person closer to you. And eventually, when everything is ready, you will see that all the efforts, love, and waiting will be rewarded in an exceptional way. The angels urge you to take a deep breath and feel the greatness of this moment that is approaching. We are now in the final stages of this divine revelation, and what they have to share with you and the deepest layers of your heart is something incredibly touching. This journey, which began with doubts and uncertainties, is reaching a new level where love, truth, and full realization await you and that special person. At this moment, as you read these words, the angels are working tirelessly by your side, setting the stage for this decision of love that will happen with the grace and wisdom of God. They know that you have experienced many trials, that your heart has already felt moments of pain and waiting, but also moments of hope and unwavering faith. All this was preparation, a test to strengthen your spirit, so that you would be fully prepared for what is to come. They reveal that this person, no matter how far away they may seem, is moving towards you. Deep in their essence, they feel that something is calling them, something is guiding them towards the core of truth that they feel for you. The angels disclose that he is in the awakening phase, awakening to love, connection, and truth that has always been in front of him. There is a divine impulse that makes him want to understand, to experience the love that he has resisted so far. Angels show me that this love is a blessing, something carefully planned by God, something that carries a greater purpose than human understanding can grasp. This person, sensing the intensity of what you share, begins to understand that this love is not fleeting, it cannot be ignored or suppressed. And this makes them open up, to seek within themselves the courage needed to take the first step towards you. They want you to understand that this moment will be transformative, not only for them but also for you. When it finally happens, it will be a reunion of souls meant to be together. Every word, every gesture, every look will be filled with a feeling that transcends time, a truth that God has placed in your hearts long before you even met each other. This is a love that challenges all earthly explanations due to its depth and purity. Angels ask you to keep your heart open and receptive, to desire this moment with absolute love and fearlessness. For when this person comes to you, they will bring not only the desire to stand by your side, but also the authenticity of trust based on growth, development, and building a life. This is your moment to renew your commitment to life, to start a new chapter where surrender is complete. God is in control of every detail, and the angels ensure that when everything is ready, you will feel the peace you have long sought. This peace is a sign that divine love has finally found space to bloom in your life. You see each other as two mirrors, reflecting the best version of yourselves, and this reflection is living proof that true love can heal, transform, and illuminate even the darkest parts of the soul. Now the angels ask you to perform the final act of faith. They ask you to write in the comments, "I accept the divine love that is meant for me." This is a symbolic act, a commitment to your own journey and the purpose that God has assigned to you. By uttering this, you open the doors of your heart to the future, allowing the universe to line up every detail, every circumstance, for this person to arrive at your side at the right time. Remember, you are not alone. The angels are still by your side, observing every feeling, every thought, and nurturing this love with an intensity that can only come from God Himself. They are preparing everything so that soon you will see the blessings of this love manifesting in your life so clearly, so beautifully, that all suffering and waiting will seem insignificant in the face of the joy you will experience. Before you conclude, the angels whisper one last message to your heart: true love never fades. What is yours, the universe will bring back. Trust in this truth, stay strong, because what is yours is on its way to you, and the universe is aligned so that you may live the love that God has designed for you. Now, to seal this moment, the angels ask you to feel gratitude in your heart. They know the journey has been long, the waiting heavy, but they also know that you are stronger, better prepared, and more aware of your worth. The power, the light you have built, is what draws this person back to you, ready to experience the most precious thing you both possess, a love that comes from the stars, a love written by the hand of God. We hope that this journey serves as a testimony of faith and the power of divine love for you. Trust, and what you seek will be found at the perfect moment. Now that you feel this message vibrating deep within your being, allow yourself to receive the next step. The angels whisper that the journey does not end here. On the contrary, much is still reserved for you, and all you need to do is keep moving forward. The first act they ask you to carry out is an act of connection, a complete surrender that will open up even more the flow of light and revelations in your life. At this very moment, you are at a powerful opportunity to transform your spiritual journey. Imagine that each word is a gateway, a key that opens doors to a new dimension of knowledge, protection, and heavenly wisdom. Every click is your soul's commitment to this divine path, a sign that you are prepared for what the universe wants to show you. Let me explain something important. By registering, you connect directly to that source of wisdom and love, receiving messages, signs, and guidance that only those who open themselves to this journey can experience. This is an invitation that the angels have made for you, and they eagerly await your response, allowing each insight and revelation to deeply touch your life and transform it. So if your soul felt this call, if your heart knows this to be the truth, give yourself an act of faith. Do not hesitate, do not postpone this moment. Click now, register, and let the universe guide you towards your next chapter's journey. The door is open, and all you need to do is step through it. Do it now, and allow yourself to be guided by wisdom that transcends understanding. This is your moment. Let the angels know that you are ready for more. Click to register and receive what heaven has reserved for why.